Hello, welcome to today's video. So once again we're talking about Hogwarts Legacy, and specifically in this video we're talking about why we're starting as a 5th year student in the game. Now there is actually 4 main reasons that we're starting as a 5th year student. We can cover each one of those in this video. If you like the video, like it. If you want to subscribe, please go ahead and do that. So let's get straight into this. Okay, so the first reason that we're going to be starting as a 5th year student, and for this one we're saying we're going to be 5th year and not beyond that, is actually because you get a much better choice of lessons. So if you think about it, this game is going to be trying to integrate us into Hogwarts. It's going to be giving us the experience if we're there. What you don't want to do is just have 3 or 4 classes. What you want to do is give us the big options so we can do potions, charms, herbology, divination, all the good ones, all the iconic ones, and I'm sure they'll throw some other ones in there. So like I say, if you were beyond your owls and you had to skinny down your classes, then you're not going to be getting the full experience. You're going to have to pick 3 or 4. It's not going to be quite as fun as doing all of them. So reason number 1, right there. Reason number 2 then is, and this one's in comparison to why you're a 5th year student and not a younger student. And the reason for that is, there's been a bit of noise on the internet about it. There's a few videos about whether there'll be a love interest. Obviously, being an 11-year-old just starting or being a teenager, if you do want to go down that path, which it suggests the game might let you, then obviously being a 5th year student is the way to go for that. So it just gives you more options, even if it's not something that's in the game to start with. We know these days lots of things get added to a game, that could be added, but I'm kind of suspecting that this might be in the game to begin with. We'll have to wait and see on that one. So reason number 3 then, and this one should be quite obvious to people, but it's about why you're not being a lot younger. I think they're talking about the morality system, the fact you can be who you want to be. If you do want to be a good person, great, you can be good. As an 11-year-old, that's quite palatable. But I guess if you want to be doing more on the evil side, which we think this game is probably going to let you do, then it makes it much more palatable and potentially a bit more realistic to do it as a slightly older child, which again is why I'm going in the 5th year makes sense. And then the last reason, and this one is just as important as most of the other ones, and potentially even more so, because if you think about if we started as a first year, not just us, but everybody, all of our peers are not going to really know magic. It's going to take a lot of time to build those things up. It's kind of linked into the last one. If you're going to be on the evil side and you're going to use some of the forbidden curses, again, you imagine you have to be a bit more experienced in magic to do those. So by putting you in as a 5th year, that means for all your peers, they're going to be much more established at magic. So you don't have to go through that cycle of people not really know what they're doing. You can do it to a point because obviously you're still learning, but everyone doesn't have to be complete newbies. People can use broomsticks if they're going to put Quidditch in there, which hopefully they do. Obviously that skill will be much more established, so they don't have to go through that whole teaching everyone how to do these things. And the reason that it seems like that's fine for us, all our peers will know it, and it looks very much like, if you read between the lines and actually some of the stuff that's on there on the FAQs, you look at some of the other things that have come out there that people said about, it looks like we're going to have some sort of ancient magic. It very much sounds like we're going to be very, very quick learners. It'll be interesting to find out why exactly we didn't go in as first year in the first place. I'm sure there's going to be some interesting story around that. But as I say, we're going to be a quick learner, so I don't think we're going to have the issues of like the normal cycle of people learning magic and what have you as well. I'm sure there'll be a little bit of that right at the beginning. So like I say, becoming a 5th year student, it just means you can sort of get right in there. You can have the spells. You don't have to waste your time with people not really being able to do much and almost losing the magic a little bit. Okay, so those are the 4 reasons why we are going to be starting as a 5th year student in Hogwarts Legacy. I hope you enjoyed this video. If there's other reasons you think out there, put them in the comments. I'd love to read them. As I said at the beginning, we're going to keep making all these Hogwarts Legacy videos. As and when we get more news, we'll be discussing that, we'll be going through it, we'll be analysing it on this channel. So if that's something that sounds interesting to you and you don't want to miss out on that, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you on the next video.